Hello. Yeah, good morning. So it's really funny. About 1 minute before I went to go log on this, um, Sam started like screaming and howling and whining and stuff. And the dogs, they play really rough, as you can hear from when I'm making these videos. But she's really little, and I'm hoping he didn't inadvertently hurt her. She's acting like her leg is hurt a little bit. So I'm just going to keep her in here and have her rest. And while we see what's going on, hopefully it was just a strain and nothing serious. Welcome to day 9 of Laugh, Cry, Repeat. Um, you can see my room is better than it was. But, so, not relating to my room, I don't think. Although you never know with these things, right? Uh, excuse me. What's cool is, so I was in the, my meditation was funny this morning. This video blog is called Laugh, Cry, Repeat. And there's been a lot of crying lately, and a lot of repeating, I suppose. But today, the funniest thing, I mean, I literally bust out laughing in the middle of the meditation, okay? Because what was happening was Karl, who, for those of you who don't know, he is an 80-pound, half Rottweiler German Shepherd puppy. And he is a year and a quarter. Let's see how she's doing with the walking. Yeah, she's still hurting. Anyway, so like a year and a half with the walking. No, not a year and a half with the walking. He's about a year and a half old. Yeah, he is a year and a half old this month. So anyway, he was running around to like bark at stuff. He was just running around barking, woof, 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 woof. It's funny, I'm like sitting here thinking, I've got pinging going on in the dog and I'm all distracted. I'm thinking, should I start the video over? Should I tell you about it later? But I'm just going to keep going with it in the flow of being concerned about this dog. And then trying to tell you something funny, which isn't going to be as funny as it was when it happened because I'm not in a funny place anymore. But at the time that it happened, so I'm meditating, and what the dogs do, is I'm sure you've heard, is they run around and bark. So Karl somehow or the other managed to pick up I think a cat food can or a dog food can, an empty one. And he was running around the house, and he was, those microphones that, like when you're a kid, it's a plastic one and it has like a reverberating thing inside and you go like this and it makes echoes. That's what happened. Okay, so like Sammy was barking, she was running around, just woof, woof, woof in her normal bark. And all of a sudden, I could hear Karl was barking with the can in his mouth. And it was magnifying the sound of the bark. Okay, and Karl has a really baritone, deep, berry white voice. Anyway, the first time Karl ever saw himself barking at himself in a mirror, he got scared of his own bark and his own reflection. He's like, who's this crazy dog barking at me? Leah had a really deep voice too when she was a kid. It was like, woof. So anyway, so he's like barking, and it's it's echoing like insanely loud, right? So it's like, and then the thing is my living room doesn't have very much furniture, and we have hardwood floors and virtually nothing on the walls, so it's a super echoey house anyway. So we've got this echoey house, and then this Rottweiler with a very white voice barking at something, and it's going woof, and then it's like magnified. But the cool thing about it is it's going back into his ears, and he's hearing himself, and then like all of a sudden he stops barking, right? And she's still barking. She's still barking at whatever it is. And he's like, woof, woof, woof. And it's scaring himself. His own bark is scaring himself, right? So meanwhile, I'm cracking up, imagining that the thought process is going on in this dog's head, where he's barking like he normally does, but he's got something in his mouth, and it's distorting the sound of the bark. So I swear to God, I was like, I'm laughing right in the middle of the meditation. And then I figured I'd come on and tell you guys. Because then I started thinking about it. Like, all right, so the theme of today, if you will, is this concept of us having a deeper voice than we think, right? And that what we put out in the world echoes right back at us like a bark. But because of the stuff that we're carrying, ooh, this is good. The stuff that we're carrying with us makes it seem different when it comes back. Boom. That's what it is though, right? So we've got all this stuff that we're carrying around with us in the world, and we put stuff out there and it comes back, but it looks different. Whether that looks like a boyfriend who's cranky, or a mother who's judgy, or anything, a store clerk that's rude, right? What that simply is us putting stuff out in the universe, and then, but we're putting it out in a distorted way, and so it comes back in a way that we don't recognize, and it scares us. So, yeah, what you need to do is, like I was saying yesterday, clean the lens, right? Put down the can before you start barking, right? Kick the can to the curb. Anyway, all right, that's it for today. I have a busy day at work. I'm really excited. I get to play with some new stuff. I'm working on graphic animation scripts, doing a lot more, because, I mean, we do a lot of graphic animation stuff, but we're trying to up our game. And so I had a meeting with the lead project manager. It was Motions, and she was like, yeah, let's try these new things. And it's awesome because I get to be even more creative than before, which is totally fun. And yesterday I started my next book. I'm working on 3 books simultaneously. One with the former president of Nightingale Conant, one with the former vice president of new product development, Nightingale Conant, my co-author Dan Strutzel. And then yesterday I started one on my own, which is a sequel to the mildly popular Motherhood, Apple Pie, and Other Fattening Things. So this one's called The Apple Doesn't Fall Far from the Tree. And literally it's been 15 years since I wrote Apple Pie. And I was rereading Apple Pie yesterday, and it is funny. So, like, whoever this chick is that writes these books is really funny. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that comes out. Maybe this thing about the dog barking will be a chapter in the book. I don't know. Anyway, day 9 is in the can. Okay, bye, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.